My name is Dr. Terry Powis. I teach archaeology at Kennesaw State University in Atlanta, Georgia. We're currently at the site of Pacbitun, which in Mayan means stone set on earth. Well, this entire excavation, a lot of it is pottery and lithic remains, but in this particular unit that we're down at bedrock, we're finding a few shell beads that we normally wouldn't find at this level. So we're just going to clean up around and see what's going on, and we may have some post holes going down into bedrock down in here where this dark soil is. Because this platform that you see here would have probably had a perishable superstructure, and so we're trying to find the post where the thatched roof would have been. We're very close to having the entire thing exposed. There's still a few units that we haven't been able to get to just yet. But what we're trying to do through this large excavation is to understand Middle Preclassic life in the Belize Valley. And we don't have a lot of information about this time period in terms of what people were doing on a daily basis. And so this kind of excavation will really sort of help us to understand that time period better. And specifically what's going on here is that in the 1990s we came across a large number of shell beads, just like the kind that I'm holding in my hand here. And we have found thousands of these shell beads which are made out of conch. And the conch is coming from the Caribbean, and it's coming up the Belize River probably by canoe. And a lot of it is coming up, and what's happening is the people here at Pacbitun, the inhabitants, are bringing this conch shell in, and they're working the shell. And we're finding evidence not only of the beads themselves, but the chert drills, the lithic drills that were used to make the hole, as well as all the production byproducts that go with it. And that's telling us that they were actually manufacturing shell beads at this site. So we know they were living here and involved in shell working, and so we're trying to understand more in terms of where these finished products, these shell beads, are going after they're produced here. It's one of the few sites that we have in the entire Maya area that has produced such a large volume of shell artifacts. And so we're in a really good position here to try to understand what the artists were doing here with their material. And it's not only that we have these kinds of shell beads that are finished, but we're also finding ones where it looks like they've just broken up the conch shell. They've smashed it, drilled it, and then perhaps strung it up and wore it as jewelry, or perhaps faceted to their clothing. And we just don't know yet. But what we do know is that the thousands of beads that we've found is by far the largest number that we've come across anywhere in the Maya area.
What is it they use to drill through the conch shell?
They're little chert drills. I'll show you what they look like. You guys have a chert drill this morning?
Yep. Special bag, right?
Let me see one of your beads too.
Oh, we got a few. There's a bead. That's a bead.
This little drill being, maybe about that long, a couple inches in length, and it's probably going to be hafted on the top. And so when you're applying pressure, you're actually going to, whoops, there we go. What you're actually going to do is you're going to be able to drill it. Once you've drilled the hole, then what you probably do is you probably run string through the bead, and you're going to grind it down so that you get a nice circular disc shape to it. See how small these beads really get. So they have to be drilled first before they can be ground down to whatever size shape that they're interested in. So we really do see the evolution of bead production at the site. From this around 900 to, by the time you get to about 300 BC, this is what the final product looks like. So we can really track this through time. And so, yeah, that's what we're looking at this site.
Alexis has a jade bead right here. Very interested.
But we're starting to find is more and more jade beads that are coming off the site that are about this size. And so what we don't know is whether or not this jade that's coming from Guatemala is coming in like the conch is, and they're working it at the site, or if they're coming in its finished form. But we're starting to find a number of these across the site, and it makes us wonder whether or not they're only involved in shell production. And jade is a lot.
Alexis, I'm a student at Kennesaw State University. And I mean, the art within ceramics is absolutely incredible. You'll find black slipped ceramics with designs etched out of them. You'll find orange, you'll find red slips, you'll find brown slips, all on pottery, and they change so dramatically throughout the time period here. You'll find pieces that have a rim around it called a flange, that earlier on it starts out at the top and works its way all the way down to where it becomes part of the base. I mean,
Where's the bag?
It's absolutely incredible, the different kinds of pottery that you find, especially in effigies and figurines, pottery, pipes, you name it, it changes throughout the years. It's absolutely incredible, the things that you find down here.